by the way, if you can't hear me over the water, because I'm right over a memorial fountain here by our iconic war memorial here. We're just kind of checking this out for the first time on our channel. We've been by here all this time. This is dedicated to World War I, I would say. That'd be the time period of World War I. Then you got World War II, Korea, World War II over here. Then you got Vietnam and more World War I stuff over here. And yes, we do have our big guns here on the riverfront. There's one there, and I think there was supposed to be one over here, but it's just that one. And that. So, yep, we're at the riverfront at dusk. Let's just go to my favorite spot right now. I just gotta face towards the sunset. Otherwise, if I went with the river behind me, if I would have done it with the camera facing that way, I would have been in total darkness. Yeah, I just saw in today's headline news of our local paper, which I have promised to bring you guys later this summer. Well, we're still trying to get the twilight caught on camera. I just never get down here in time when it goes upriver or downriver. But it is going past through town. I have seen it on one day. It just didn't have the camera on me. But we are going to be getting the American Queen. We got 4 days. It'll be parking here in town. So I got 4 chances to put it on our vlog. So we got, I think, July 28th, August 11th. I'm not for sure in September, but they're going to wrap it up in October 6th. That was just as the fall colors takes hold. Basically, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's when the fall colors really gets going, around late September, early October. So, but we're going to get at least one of those days because I want to film it as it comes through that drawbridge there. Well, it's over. It's right there. See, right there. That's the drawbridge. Why am I pointing over here towards the other side? I don't know. But I'm trying to get a film, actually when it comes through that drawbridge, it's supposed to be up here during the day hours, which it's nice to have it come through during the day hours because it makes it easy to film. And I'll show you where it'll dock when it comes up here. So if you have to be in the Clinton, Iowa area on July 28th, I think August 11th, I'm not for sure on a September date, but October 6th is the last time it'll be here in Clinton, Iowa. So that's the American Queen. That's the big paddle wheeler that goes up and down the Mississippi River. It usually hits the upper Mississippi River towards the end of summer, early fall. Then it just stays south. Yeah, kind of walking down towards the end of the bike trail here. And we'll just turn around and head back the other way. Oh, by the way, my foot is getting a lot better now. Thanks for all that wonderful advice and all that stuff. But basically, I just did not break in these shoes properly before that Cedar Point trip. Because we got them like about a week before we left the trip, and that didn't give me enough time to break them in properly. Usually I break them in for about 2.5, 3 weeks. And I didn't do it, so yep, I really paid the price. But that's been a long time. I stood up almost all day on my feet at the park. I took a lot of breaks I could, so. But right now we're going down to the foot of this, Highway 30 bridge. We call it Gateway Bridge. People call it Big Blue. Used to be green at one time, believe it or not. And yes, the Union Pacific is about right across the railroad track. That's why you hear the train in the background. Choo-choo! Yep. But, yep, coal train heading east. So you probably won't see it in the video because I think it's too far out of the picture. But we're gonna turn it around right at the foot of this bridge. Because here's, just like at Sandusky, Ohio, this is the end of the road right here. Yep. The end of the trail right here. Let's start all over. I also noticed today, I know I have not been making a whole lot of videos lately because technically when I'm making this one, I was like one day behind. So I only had one spare video to upload for you guys for 7 p.m., which you probably saw last night. And because it was just so hot and humid last few days, because we haven't been up here on the dike since we did that. Well, we was up here the day I did the sweaty video. That was hot day sweaty. You just saw that Monday night. Otherwise, I had not been much on making videos lately after the trip. So we slipped on our videos. You guys didn't notice it because you still had a video coming up at 7 p.m. But yeah, it's a nice evening here at dusk. And no, I'm not going to stay up till sunrise doing this type of videos. I think I paid the price on that video. That was the one of my Cedar Point videos, coming home overnight. Yeah, I still feel the effects of that. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that is a second crop of those shad flies that we had on our previous videos. They're just infesting out of that tree there. But that's what they look like. Those are the 24-hour bugs. We call them shad flies. Some people call them mayflies. Regardless, it makes fishing bad. But right now, that's not what we're focusing on in this video, basically, because we're focusing on the dates of the American Queen that's going to be here in town. But that's what they look like, flying around. Yeah, when the American Queen comes, they will park and put the ramp down on the shoulder. They will not use this because the ramp will be going upwards, so they want it more towards. If everybody's been on the American Queen or saw the American Queen dock along shorelines, they use usually the flattest area of the shoreline right here. So what they'll do is they'll lay out, if I can point the camera through here, but they'll lay out new rock through there as we get closer to that date. Also, another thing they've been doing here, they have been power washing and painting these. They just put a layer of paint on it. There's supposed to be a blue stripe right there. You can barely see it without the shad flies in the way. But yeah, they'll put a blue stripe back up there, but they're going to get that nicely, freshly painted and that. I'm hoping to do the same thing for the showboat, because that showboat really needs to be painted so it looks nice and pretty. And that. So yeah, we're getting ready for the American Queen. Believe it or not, it'll be less than 30 days from when you see this video. Yeah, it's getting pretty dark back here already, and I'm just getting inundated with the shad flies. I mean, this is probably the biggest crop since we did it the first time in video, but these are not landing on you. They're just, let's put it this way, it's not humid tonight. It's a real comfortable night. That's why they're flying around like crazy. So they're not really aggressive like they were a few videos ago when I showed you the shad fly video. But I wonder why the American Queen don't use these piers. Because if you notice, if anybody who lives in my community, used to be a floating casino right here at one time, a few years ago. They went land-based. It's out there by west of Walmart as you're coming into town, so by Highway 30 back in the boondocks. But it used to be a barge that will sit from here, be like a walk plank, and it'd be a barge will sit right there. And when the city took that out, it really missed the opportunity to have the American Queen use these piers to tie up better up here than versus down there around the bend. So yeah, it's just one of those things. The city wasn't thinking, but they had to do it because there was a liability, because there was people actually was swimming off the barge and drowning. So I think it was a liability. Right now, let's get out of here, because I think these are going to start getting a little aggressive now, because I'm not moving and they're landing on me, these shad flies. As the evening falls and this video comes to a close, we will be down here doing a festival vlog down here on July 4th. Be down this riverfront around the band shell area, and I'll tell you what they used to do here years ago. You may want to break out the violins. I'll make that as a special video on its own, why we don't have riverboat days. And we will finish out the vlog inside the ballpark right there where you probably see the stadium lights. We'll probably be in there to finish out the vlog. And there'll be a post-game firework display. Hopefully be better what I showed you the other day. Hopefully, but you never know. So basically Angie and I will be busy with July down here in the riverfront because we got the major event down here on July 4th. Someone asked me if I'm going to film the parade, the Independence Parade. No, I'm not. I'm not going to film any of that parade because it's about 85% politics. So I'm just not going to film it. It's all political. 4th of July, it's all political and all that stuff. It is a presidential election in the United States. Of course it is. And it's always been political. That parade's always been political. So I'm going to wait till October for the... Since I got a better camera now with this one, if we keep it in one piece, that's the main thing. And we'll do the, if the lighting allows it, I'll do the Mardi Gras parade, we call the Halloween parade. And that. So we're going to wrap up this video here on this nice little walk on the riverfront. Look how nice it is. Even at dusk, it looks a lot darker than it actually is. So we're going to wrap up this video, but that's what we got planned. Here in the riverfront, July 4th, I don't know, it'll be a couple days so you see it after that. The ballpark right there. That's not, Little League will be wrapping up after July 4th. They'll go into tournament play about a week or two after after July 4th. And that's Pony League, not Little League. That's Pony League. It's a different league than Little League. And that. I'll just stop right here and take a little breath right here. Right now we're planning to do Holly's Hot Dogs in July. We're planning on July for Holly's Hot Dogs. And there's a lot of food trucks that's up here during the day. There's like an ice cream, shave ice booth up here. There's somebody else up here. But Holly's is just the original one, so we'll focus on Holly. On that, we'll do that one. We'll see about the other one. I think we're going to film the American Queen on the 28th of July. So, but as we are getting darker, it's time to wrap up this video. I hope you guys like it. That's our summer plans for the month of July. The other things will be on the fly. It all depends on the heat and humidity too. So, and last 4 or 5 days, it's been so stinking hot. I wrung out like 4 or 5 t-shirts and something else. I just literally wrung out the sweat out of it. So I should have sweat off the pounds, but for some reason I gained a few pounds. I just got in a little depressed state, I guess, by not filming. So maybe that's why I get back filming. So right now we'll just wrap up this video. Angie will be with us tomorrow night. Please like, share, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Hopefully Angie will join us too.